situations every day. There's a fun one. I've got this pistache, Chinese pistache, Pistachia chinensis, and it's split all the way down. You know, there's an overall view of the tree. You can see the wind is starting to move a little bit. So the wind is starting to pick up just a little bit here. Ratchet strap up here and try and ratchet it back and see if I can close it somewhat that way. I have a rope at the top of the tree to keep it from falling apart, but let's see what the ratchet does. Okay, using a rope that you don't really care about, you twist and twist and twist and twist, and it puts a lot of pressure on it. Do a loop around all these branches, and then the last thing you want to do is tie off this 2x4 so it doesn't whip back like a propeller on you. That's about all I got. Nice, clean, long, straight shot. 1/2 inch threaded rod. The last thing I got to do is cut this off with a hacksaw. You can see both sides are embedded in the wood pretty good. This side is not closed quite as nice as the other side. And I'm going to leave that strap up there. Now, not often do I do follow-up videos, but this was an interesting one. This is a Chinese pistache, Pistachia chinensis, and it was a very important tree to this community because it was right at the end of a turnaround, and everybody loved it. So when the tree split 18 months ago, they asked me if I could save it, and I said, we'll do what we can do, and I cabled it and put it all back together. So I'm doing a follow-up now. Now, we observed this tree in the summertime, and it was quite heavy. The branches were really hanging down. There I am. I'm up in the bucket truck, and I'm pruning this tree. I've got a couple of before and after shots showing what the tree looked like when we got there, as well as what it looked like after I'm through pruning it. I want you to understand that I wanted to leave the tree as natural looking as possible, but get enough weight off of it so that the tree wouldn't self-destruct. There it is before we pruned it, and from the same spot in the afternoon, that's how much I took out of the tree. And you might say, well, that doesn't look like you did very much, but I want to show you how much brush is on the ground. This is, we haven't chipped anything. This is all the brush from this one pistache tree that I pruned. It's all ready to be chipped. But I took a lot out of this tree. But when you look at it again, here I've got another before and after picture from a different vantage point. There it is from across the street, before and after. Not a lot different, but the important part of this was that the outside foliage, the stuff that was dragging this tree down and causing it to be exerting too much pressure on this wound, this big split, I had to lighten the load throughout the entirety of the tree. Now, a lot of times you'll see these trees and they get tipped back all the way over, and it's very, very obvious. And I didn't want that for this tree. I wanted it to retain the natural look. And while we were there, we had some other trees to prune. This was a privet, a Texas privet, and this thing broke a limb yesterday, and so we had to lighten it up. And one of the things that was odd about this was it was full of the privet berries. Really, really messy job. I mean, just horrible mess. We clogged the chute. It was just this is after we chipped. We still had more to chip, but it didn't go through well at all. So the guys overdid it and clogged everything up. And then come lunchtime, thankfully this happened at lunchtime, it just opened up on us. It just started to hail really, really hard. And that lasted for the entirety of the lunchtime. It's really odd. You don't get hail like this very often. And then in the afternoon we had a eucalyptus hydroxylon to prune. Tomorrow we've got 4 more of these. Well, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. And it was a bit of a recap of an old video.